Namaste friends, welcome to Learn with J, Empowered Magic Needles. This day I am here with a combination of two stitches. I am going to use the wrap stitch and the double V stitch with double crochets. Okay, so this particular stitch or this particular pattern requires a multiple of 6 plus 3 chains to begin with. Okay, so I shall make so many number of chains with Hobby Store Orange Peel Iron Premium Acrylic Anti-Peel Yarn, which has medium weight 4 and its color code is 2026, and I'm going to work the demonstration piece with a 5 mm Clover Amor hook. I shall make the required number of chains and get back to you. I have made 18 plus 3, 21 chains here. So yarn over and work a DC in the 4th chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3 and 4th chain from the hook. And then skip a chain and work a double crochet V stitch in the next. So 1 double crochet, chain 1 and a double crochet, and then skip 1 chain and place 1 DC each on the next 3 stitches or 3 chains. 1, 2 and 3. So again skip 1 and place a V stitch, double crochet V stitch. Skip 1 DC each in each of the next 3 chains. Just a moment. Again skip 1 a double crochet V stitch. We will be left with 3 chains. So skip 1 and place 1 DC each on each of the next 2 chains. So this is our foundation, row 1. Row 2 and 3 are the repeat rows. Okay. So chain 3 and turn, and the chain 3 will count as the first DC. Otherwise you can make a standing DC, which I am going to do. So I am fond of making the DCs in starting. So pull up the loop to a little height, twist, insert in the very first stitch, a DC done. So row after row, at the end of the rows there are going to be 2 DCs each. So there is no change in that. And then place a V in the chain space of the V stitch. So there too there is no change. Now here is where you are going to work the wrap stitches over the 3 DCs. So place 1 DC each on the first and the second DCs of the 3 DC group here. And now yarn over the hook and go around these 2 DCs, pull out the loop, make the incomplete DC, again yarn over the hook, around the 2 DC posts, incomplete DC, you will have 3 loops on the hook, complete the DC here. So this is the first wrap around stitch made here, and now a V stitch in the chain space. It's a DC, chain 1, DC, all in the same stitch. Again we have come to the wraparound stitch here. Make 1 DC each on these DCs. We are not working on the DCs containing the V stitch. So here yarn over, you are going to work around the 2 DC posts here. incomplete DC now over the post of 2 DCs. Again yarn over, insert, incomplete DC. You'll have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 of them. You've completed the wraparound DC2 together. Now again here V-stitch, DC V-stitch. This is the simplest DC V-stitch, which contains 1 DC, chain 1 and 1 DC. Now you're going to place 1 DC each on the last 2 DCs, and the first is the turning, missed out 3 chains. So here be careful enough to make your last stitch under the V of the 3rd chain of the turning chain. So that will be little difficult to pick up, but you should pick it up. Yeah. So that will straighten out the stitch over there at the edge. So henceforth you can work DC over DC and begin your pattern. The next row is turn your work a standing DC on the very first one, DC in the next, V-stitch, DC, chain 1, DC. Now place 1 DC on each of these 3 stitches here. Next, wraparound over the wraparound stitch and the next 2 DCs. So this is row 3. Row 2 and 3 are the pattern repeats. Again a V-stitch in the chain space of the V-stitch of the previous row. And my top V of the first standing DC will be little bit to the side. So pick up your stitches under both these V's, both these loops. So it gives a neater edge. So this is how the stitches are formed. And I've made a small swatch here. This is how the stitch looks. So DC rows are the right side rows. This pattern is worked, this DC row is the right side row, this is the wrong side. Pattern gets worked behind, the wrap stitch gets worked behind, and this is the wrong side row. So like this is the DC is the right side row, and when we work these wrap stitches, that is the wrong side row. Make a DC here, a DC, 1 more DC in the next stitch. So edge stitch is done. Here V stitch, DC V stitch rather, and then now you're going to do the wraparound. We're not working on the DCs containing the V. So place 1 DC in the next, 1 more DC in the next. Now coming to the wraparound stitch, yarn over, work over the post of 2 DCs, incomplete DC 1, again yarn over, incomplete DC 2, and yarn over, pull through all 3 loops together. So this is 2 DC together wrapped around the DC posts. Again a V stitch. This is not a yarn consuming pattern because we are using the required number of DCs. So even if you work 1 single DC over each of the stitches, the yarn that is used here maybe for 1 stitch extra here. Okay, now again, oh sorry, here I need to do the wrap stitch. While talking to you unconsciously, I just did the DCs. So first DC, second DC, wrap round, incomplete DC 1, incomplete DC over the post of 2 DCs 2, Now 3 loops together, yarn over, pull through all 3 of them. Oh, sorry. So edge stitches, if you work from behind, they give a neater look. So this is how the pattern gets developed. So this we have worked in the wrong side now. This is how the pattern looks from front. It gives a good texture, and it's an airy pattern too. So you can use the cotton threads and make for your summer garments. It's a beautiful stitch. You can use it for your stoles and your afghans and your wraparounds, etc. Okay. Thank you friends for watching this video. Do subscribe to Magic Needles channel and do not forget to hit on the bell icon so that you're notified of the videos that we upload day after day. Have a great day friends. Bye for now.